In any part of your workflow, you should consider it to be the brain or the starting point for all of your image manipulation. One problem photographers have is that they start working on photographs in Lightroom and then they'll come back to the job later wanting to manipulate a file, and they'll do so by opening that image from their Finder or from their My Computer right into Photoshop. So photographers, if you're using Lightroom, just use Lightroom for almost everything. And I'm going to take this to the next step. In Chris and I's studio, we often like to organize our photographs into folders in Lightroom. So I'm in the library module on the left-hand side. In the left-hand panel, you're going to see a folder, which is actually just a hard drive location. On a Mac, I'm going to hold down the Control key, and on a PC, I'm going to right-click. And I'm going to create a folder inside of this. So I'm going to create a child folder. And I'm just going to call this group one, and I'm going to create another one called group 2. Now the point of this video is to show you a tip that I just learned recently about Lightroom. So 100 photos. I want to move 100 of these photos into the group 1 folder, 100 of these photos into the group 2 folder, and I learned a way to make Lightroom do this faster, and I wanted to share. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the library menu, and I'm going to make sure that the show photos in subfolders is not selected. If I show this, what it means is when I select on the parent folder, it's going to show me everything in the subfolders as well. And for this particular task, I don't want that. So I'm going to select 91 images right now, okay? And I'm going to drag them into the group 1 folder, and I want you to take note of how long this takes. So here we go, ready, and I'm just literally dragging into the folder. So here we go, it's happening, it's not taking too long, kind of just churning and burning along. You know, my guess is that this might take 15, 20 seconds, maybe 30, but it's still a little bit longer than what I'm comfortable with. So what I recently discovered about Lightroom 3, and probably the same is true in Lightroom 2, I don't know, I haven't tested it, is that if you go and you take the focus off of the folder that you're working on, it's going to happen a lot quicker. So let me show you an example. I'm going to grab photo number 1 here from the parent folder, and I'm going to grab, again, the same number of images, and I'm going to grab, holding down the Shift key, I'm going to select on photo number 91. Now I'm going to drag these photos into group 2, into the group 2 folder, and then I'm going to go ahead and click on the group 1 folder so that I'm not looking at the photos either in the destination or the source for the transfer that I'm trying to do. And what I find is that Lightroom will do this transfer much faster. I don't know why. My guess is that this is because Lightroom is not trying to interpret the previews at the same time. So all right, I'm grabbing photos out of the source, 91 of them, dragging to the destination folder. Okay, it started. Now I'm going to click on group 1 and watch this. Okay, in maybe 80% less time, it's just finished this task. So the trick here is start your transfer and then go ahead and click on a different folder of images that are not part of the transfer. And what you'll find is that Lightroom does this moving of files a lot faster. Okay, I'm Tim Riley from RPG Keys. Hope you enjoyed this quick little Lightroom tip. I just discovered it myself.